Pat, where do you and Tori hang out for date night?
Where we hang out?
Yeah.
But you definitely have to have your extra budget ready to go for that. It felt somehow way more expensive than Trader Sam's, which is really hard to do.
It is.
So, I'm just saying, but immediately.
Welcome, Walt Disney World fans, to another episode of the Notcast, presented by NotClub33.com. This week on the show, we're talking date night at Walt Disney World. Some ideas for us to grab a drink and get a nice meal. My name is Steve Rhodes. With me this week, it's Pat Neistat.
What's up?
Becky Wells is here.
Hello.
And half asleep per usual, Bobby Burchens in Disney City. That was like the cartoon wake-up sound.
Yeah. Listen, I'm basically...
Like Charlie Brown's mom waking up.
Recharge those batteries, Bobby.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You guys keep me up late at night with your Central Time and whatnot.
Yeah. We're apologizing in advance because it is late where you are in the Orlando. But today's show, we're talking date night, which I guess would happen late at night, so... we'll get to your opinion. I guess I'm going to kick off the show here this week, which I rarely do. I'm going to just go with something I did on my most recent trip. And of all places, I'm going to the Grand Floridian for both of my options. The Enchanted Rose is the bar that I would definitely recommend there if you can get in. The place is fucking packed. It's it's nuts. But if you can get a seat in there, we got to sit at the bar. We got to enjoy. It's just a really cool vibe in there. Now it's not cheap, so know this beforehand. But it was a great place to just chill out and grab a drink, and then afterwards, Narcoossee's there on the water at Grand Floridian. The meal there I had was like really awesome. It might be one of the. I would put it up against Topolino's or a California Grill, especially. I think it's right there. It's fantastic. Seafood, they've got steaks. It's just quintessential date night material. We had a kid in tow, but it's definitely a date night spot. Highly, highly, highly recommend Narcoossee. What say you guys?
I agree for sure with your Enchanted Rose. I liked that bar. I thought it was nice ambiance, and the drinks are really different, but in the great way. But you definitely have to have your extra budget ready to go for that. For that, if you want something that's a decent drink there, it felt somehow way more expensive than Trader Sam's, which is really hard to do.
It is.
So, I'm just saying, but if immediately you're like, I just got just one little drink instead of one drink. So that
the only thing that was priced normally for Disney was the beer. Everything else was a mixed cocktail was $20.
Right.
That sounds right.
So, it was good cocktails, but they're not huge. They're not Tiki Bar huge, and they're up there. So yeah. And then I don't know. I really want to try out. Want to try Jiko.
Oh, the cooking place.
Yes. The cooking place. Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
somebody knows the subtitle.
It's the only restaurant I haven't been to.
I know.
In Animal Kingdom.
The only one you have not is, or you have?
Yeah, I have not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to.
It looks amazing.
That's the only one at the lodge. Yeah, so I'll try that. That's what
Becky, where would you start your night for drinks if you're going to Jiko?
Yeah, because you don't want to do Grand Floridian. That doesn't make.
You could.
I know. That's so dumb. Maybe we're just still at the park and we Nomad Lounge it, and then.
There you go. What's my favorite place?
Yeah.
That's a great spot.
It is.
Maybe
you got to wait there, though.
Yeah, or we've just had beers in our room that we've gone to the little overlook area, even if we had a Savannah view, but the kids were there, so we leave the kids and then go to the not kids area with our beers, then go to dinner. Yeah. That sounds good.
I'm a fan of Sanaa over there too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what we did with our beers, was get the bread service to go.
Oh.
So,
Oh, okay.
so yeah.
If I may, I'm going to make an
You
argument
may.
for like a cheaper date night. I would say head over to Disney Springs. Instead of just going to a bar, and there's plenty of them that you can choose from, obviously. Wine Bar George being one of those
Love
that
it.
you can go to for a more wine vineyard type atmosphere. But I would say just go up to one of the random drink carts to grab yourself a couple of drinks and do some walking around. It sounds stupid, but I think a lot of people kind of overlook that idea of walking through some of the shops that are there, seeing what different types of things are offered, and then you can, generally speaking, snag yourself a pretty decent reservation for something like Terralino, which is an Italian restaurant over in between Paddlefish and Boathouse, that is honestly pretty darn good and not overly priced or anything like that. I think I walked away from that date night with about a $60 bill, which
Oh,
that's
wow.
that's
It's
pretty
cheap.
damn cheap for
With
for
drinks?
Disney. Yes, well, with Diet Coke, but yes,
Okay.
still, I had to work
And
the
in
next day.
alcohol.
Yeah, pepper and some alcohol. Yeah, I can get up to maybe 75 or 100. But
Yeah.
at the same time, though, the food's not overly expensive.
Yeah.
Pizza there actually was pretty decent, and I think I've made it clear on at least my podcast that there's no such thing as good pizza down here. So, because of the water's off. But also Disney Springs offers you things like being able to take a little boat ride, whether that's over to Saratoga or up the Sassagoula River, up to Port Orleans and Old Key West, that kind of thing. Even just like, if you're not going to get out and walk around at one of those resorts, it's nice to be able to just take the boat ride.
And that's free.
And exactly. So it's something to be able to help lower that bill just a little bit further, and you can find yourself a little bit of romance along the way.
There you go.
Love it. Pat, where do you and Tori hang out for date night?
Where we hang out.
Yeah.
No, I think I go somewhere a little bit more lighthearted, like Banana Cabana for a drink, and then they have good like rum drinks there, and then I would head over to Topolino's for dinner. So
Topolino's is an excellent choice, particularly if you're going when there is a fireworks viewing available, because you are going to be able to see both Magic Kingdom, sort of, but definitely better and more so Epcot's, whatever they're calling that, Luminous now, the Illuminati.
Yes.
I don't know.
You can't get a room, so I can't go see it.
Harken back to last episode.
Yes.
The cool thing that I found at Topolino's is that the whole restaurant just basically shuts down during the fireworks. They're like, we expect you to get up out of your seat, and we stop bringing you entrees because we know you're going to go outside to watch the fireworks. And it's just crazy to me how that operates.
It's a good spot for a date.
Oh, it's amazing. What's your favorite menu item there, Pat?
Well, I've only been there once, so
okay.
I can't really give you a straight answer on that. So I'd like to try. I'd like to go again. To add the veal chop, and it was really good. But I would like to go again and try something else. So
I concur with the tomahawk veal chop. That was absolutely
it was awesome.
I'd go just for drinks and the ricotta appetizer if I had to.
That was amazing.
Then maybe actually get dessert because I wouldn't be so full from my tomahawk.
Yeah.
So that was actually, that would be a good runner up, I think. Just dinner, but not the entire ass meal where you're going to feel like passing out. Just get the appetizer and the dessert with drinks so that your bill is enough to give a good tip. I mean, you give a good tip anyway, but
always tip.
Keeping it light. Always tip. Over tip.
For the most part, though, pretty much any one of the resorts, particularly the moderates and above, you're going to be able to find a pretty decent bar and someplace good to go eat if you don't even want to like get on the bus to or drive or however you want to use transportation to get to a different resort or another location. Coronado Springs comes to mind. The Three Bridges restaurant over there is a nice little place where you can have both an outdoor drink and a quick meal. But there's plenty of different spots along the way over at Gran Destino Tower that you can try out. I still think that Coronado Springs is a pretty underrated resort right now, particularly on the cash side, because it is dirt cheap for some of these Gran Destino stays, like less than $300. And,
Tower only.
So
how much did you spend there, Bobby, when you were just there recently?
$284 a night.
Wow. I mean, that's fantastic. So I'll link to your podcast down in the description below because Bobby and Amanda did a whole thing on Cynics and Dizzy. They covered that resort, Coronado, and you ate everywhere besides Toledo, which you had done before. So
exactly.
So would you guys say that Wilderness Lodge is maybe the worst place for a date night?
No.
I think that you can find some coziness there with the fireplace and everything like that. Trails Inn Lounge is a nice little indoor bar. I've made a friend with a bartender over there. Plus the Geyser Point.
Geyser Point.
Geyser Point is
100%.
Especially right now during the fall when it's not oppressively hot outside. You can sit outside. There's no mosquitoes or anything like that. It'll be a nice little.
The electrical parade goes through.
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll have yourself a nice little time over there, especially. But even if you don't, you can still go over. I think Artist Palette is the fancier character dining over there.
Yeah, I would do that as a date night. Yeah,
or Cinderella or something. I don't know, but there's plenty of things to do over there.
Geyser Point's a great stop, though. I mean. Yeah. Even on a park day, my most recent trip, we actually went there for lunch. We left Magic Kingdom. We just took the boat over, hopped out, grabbed a quick lunch at Geyser Point, and just you're away from the park. You don't even know you're at Disney when you're sitting there. You're just sitting there looking at a lake, and you're enjoying I had the bison burger, which was really good, and it's just a cool atmosphere. So I would totally dig that at night. That'd be a fantastic spot. And I want to touch back on the Wine Bar George that you did mention. They've expanded their menu there, so that's another fantastic spot. Now it'll cost you, but the wine there is on tap. So if you're into wine, it's perfectly aerated when it comes out. So especially if you're into reds, like that's the place to go. Like,
and
they have food on Sundays?
They offer food on more than Sundays now. They actually offer a shareable dinner for two. That's like $150 or some shit. But they do offer an actual meal.
It's reasonable.
Yeah. That was an inside joke for one of the wine bars here in St. Louis.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm in Orlando for this.
Yeah. Neither here nor there.
Here.
Yeah. Come visit. We'll take you there, just not on Sunday.
Not on a Sunday.
We won't mention the name of the place, but they literally told us, they're like, well, it's Sunday, so we don't have food. Like, what the hell does that mean? You're open.
Delivery's there tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's on your menu.
Well, it's Sunday. Not an excuse. What are your thoughts at home? Where do you guys go for date nights at Walt Disney World? Let us know down in that comment section below. If you like this video, do us a favor, hit the like button. It really helps us out, and consider subscribing because it's free to do so, and it boosts our channel in that algorithm. Turn on those notifications so you know when we upload videos, which is usually Fridays at 4 p.m. Magic Kingdom time. And for everybody here at Knot Club 33, we'll see you soon.